Yeah, someone's already.
Ready? I would like to thank you all for coming today. My name is Sam Wheeler. I am Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, West Jordan. U.S. Marshal Western District Tennessee Miller. Stephen Sutton is here speaking from we also dealt with the police department.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here with us this afternoon. Let me begin by expressing our condolences to the families James and Wilson, Adriana Williams, Courtney Rose, and Eden Williams. We at the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, along with organizations in this case, understand the profound impact that this crime has had on the lake. This tragic, violent, event that Tuesday has shocked this community, has certainly concerned neighbors, and with the type of crime that we are determined the case and to bring the identified individual, Austin Robert Ryan, and to know about this tragic and request. I tell you, are working on this call, ask from side is why I for us to file an appeal, to be assisted, to tell us there's no where he is, so that we can bring him in to replace that based on information the innocent, while this is extremely right and violent, that there's a sign of compassion that happened, that tells us that there's a possibility. It also makes a sense that that there is hope for him to be able to come in and have a conversation about it. And it doesn't matter asking him to give us all. Let us pick you up or bring yourself in. Find a legal representative and come by. And let us sit down and have a conversation about what happened. We recently have discovered the vehicle that he was last seen in. The information had never been put out to the public in the area where it was discovered. And that damage on the vehicle. That vehicle was recently discovered the den of M.E.O. Road, road here in Jackson. One woman has put out who's in that area to lock the doors and be alert. And they will notice a large police presence in the area, and for them to go aware and be safe, and to call immediately 911 if they see the subject with challenging. And he is considered dangerous. This is why we're engaged with him to pause. If you see him, if you have that whereabouts, reach out to 1-800-TBI Find line. So, in conjunction with the $15,000 reward leading to his arrest and conviction. And so we asked that we met him about this case to please reach out to law enforcement. I do want to thank our partners. It has been an absolutely difficult few days here in the area. They hire and here in Jackson. Difficult. And there has been amazing results from many authorities. I'll mention a few. This is not a comprehensive list, but there are a few that I want to thank for their dogged determination in this investigation. It includes our folks with Lake County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Avery, Dyer County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Fox, the Crockett County Sheriff's Office, Dyersburg PD, Tiptonville PD, of course, Jackson, TW, the Highway Patrol, state parks, and of course, the district attorney's office from the 29th. On the federal side, the United States Marshal Service, Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force, working closely with us, as well as the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Again, I think it's critical to know that, one, this is not a random act. So I think if there's any solace in that, there should be, that it was not random. And frankly, an act that this individual that we gave as vendors and certainly have charges on. They're going to after the event, they're going to use some humanity. But we're appealing to them. As humane as the situation is, but we're appealing to that with an individual to come to us. Let us happen. Right? Let us work through this and figure out how to happen, so that we can and get our team here they have been working on putting in every resource we have.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. Information has come in so rapidly in this case. It seems like just every 5 minutes new information coming in. So there's no way where we are at this point. So I want to thank them for that. The other thing is we are dealing with an extremely violent individual. This was what we would think is an isolated incident. It's not anything to where we think the community is in danger because of a person who may be out here randomly targeting people, because we don't think that's the case at all. However, we do need the community to be very careful. We do not need them to try to approach this person. We do need your help, and we appreciate the media being here because there's a lot of things we couldn't do, information we couldn't get out without you, but we need the community as well. So if anyone does have any information, don't approach the individual. Just contact the TBI hotline, call 911, call your local authorities. They will get you to the right person. But just please do not approach this individual. Not only is he known to be a violent offender because of this incident, he's been violent in the past. So we know that this is an individual who could cause personal damage. So just be very careful when you're out there. And other than that, of course, I'm going to turn it over. Is someone else want to speak? Yeah, okay. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the United States Marshal Service, I want to send our sincere condolences to the family of those affected. Again, such a tragic loss. I cannot imagine what they've been going through. And I'm a firm believer that the only way to achieve some type of justice, if you will, is to hold someone accountable. And that's why we are assembled here today. Everyone here, although we may wear different badges, different lapel pins, Our agencies have different names. Some are federal, some are state, some are local. But let me assure you, we are unified in our efforts to find Austin Drummond. This individual has shown a propensity for violence and he's taken off the streets. We would like to do that peacefully. We would like for him to turn himself in. That will be the goal. The goal would be a safe surrender, and that way we can assure that he's taken into custody safely and that there's no injury to law enforcement or the public. But let me assure you of this. The U.S. Marshal Service will not stop until he is in custody. We have our whole team dedicated in prioritizing this incident, and it's not a matter of when he's found. And it's not just here in Texas. We have as you know, it's been warned off. And those who know where he is, we don't other than you pay you know information, you will pay that. That is for him to turn himself in. But if not, then that reward does stand, and we will gladly take him into custody. And I want to thank everybody involved, the TBI with the investigation, the law enforcement agencies that you mentioned, everyone, we are unified in efforts to find him. So again, I just want to thank you for getting this message out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Stephen Sutton, and I'm here today on behalf of Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery and Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Box to address two deeply troubling incidences that have recently affected our communities. This past Tuesday, we faced a heart-wrenching situation where an infant was found about 3:11 p.m. on Highway 20 and in a car seat just off of Highway 412. The baby was immediately cared for. Saw the infant dropped off, and EMS was called to evaluate the baby. And I'm glad to report that, thankfully, the baby is safe and being cared for. The Dyer County Sheriff's Office does have jurisdiction in the investigation of our abandoned child. In addition to the distressing scenario, 4 tragic homicides that occurred in Lake County. And just as those before me have expressed, our hearts go out to all of those families and friends that have been deeply impacted with pain and grief of the actions that have occurred this week. Each life lost is truly a tragedy, and we extend our deepest sympathies to all of those who are grieving. And we want to assure you that we're doing everything in our power to uncover the truth and to provide answers. I want to take a moment to again express our gratitude to all of the law enforcement partners, state partners, federal, local, who have been tirelessly working around the clock to bring justice to these families. And their dedication and commitment during such challenging times surely are commendable. I must emphasize that our primary focus remains on locating Austin Drummond at large in these ongoing investigations. Finding him is our singular focus, and we urge anyone with any information regarding his whereabouts to please call. Assistance is crucial in helping us bring closure to these families and restoring peace to our communities. We appreciate your cooperation. We appreciate your patience as this investigation unfolds. Thank you for your understanding as we navigate these sensitive matters, and we will keep you updated with any new developments as they arise. Thank you. Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery, Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Box.
Good afternoon. I'm Derek Tisdale with the Jackson Police Department, Deputy Chief of Police. First, on behalf of the Jackson Police Department and the citizens of this great city, Jackson, Tennessee, we want to express our sincere condolences for the family that has lost so tragically lost their loved ones. But what I want to speak to is what we're doing in this ongoing effort. In a collaborative effort, we are continuing to partner with the federal, state agencies to bring about the safe apprehension of this individual, Mr. Drummond. We as a citizen, as officers of the Jackson Police Department, we have officers that are dedicated as task force officers in working with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, also with the U.S. Marshal Services. We will continue to do that. We will also continue to bring forth any and all resources that we have that will assist the other agencies in bringing this to bear. What I would want to encourage is that our citizens be aware of your surroundings when you're in or out or around your places of residence. We want you to be mindful of what we're putting out and be attentive to what we're putting out. Because not only are we trying to safely apprehend Mr. Drummond, but we also want to keep you safe. So on behalf of the Jackson Police Department, we will continue to partner with these agencies until this individual has been brought to justice. And if anybody sees this individual, again, I want to emphasize what everybody has said. Please call 911.
There between us and the family. Again, yeah, Brooklyn, in terms of the location of the suspect at this time, we believe that the suspect is still in the area based on information that we are working through. So at this time, we believe that he is still in this area.
Imani again with Channel 5. We're in Jackson. We were in Dyer and Lake County earlier this week. Kind of talk a little bit about how important Jackson is to the investigation. It looks like from Jackson.
Yeah, so in terms of the importance to this investigation, obviously, all of the area here, the Jackson, Lake, Dyer, this entire region, if you will, are critical in this investigation. Obviously, direct ties to the Jackson area, and that is why there is concern and focus. The vehicle being found here in Jackson certainly heightens that focus. So Jackson and the Jackson PD are critical partners as we continue to try to bring Austin in to be able to try to figure out the answers and resolve this.
Chris Brad again with Fox 13 Memphis. So do you guys believe Drummond had assistance in committing the crime, and do you think someone is helping him stay hidden right now?
Yeah, I hate not giving all the specific, but those questions that you're asking about if he was assisted and any, those are all details of the investigation that we won't get into at this time.
Brooklyn King with Channel 7 again. Is he on foot? Is he in another car? I know you said the car was found.
Yeah, Brogan, that in terms of is he on foot or if he's had another vehicle, those are all parts that we're still investigating.
Earlier, he was recently incarcerated. Were those charges aggravated robbery, aggravated kidnapping? Can you talk to that a little bit?
I'll yield to the general on that information.
Austin Drummond was convicted in Madison County years ago for an aggravated robbery. He was sentenced to the Tennessee Department of Corrections, and he was housed at Northwest Correctional, which is in Tiptonville in Lake County. He completed that sentence. So it's what we call flattening the sentence. So he doesn't actually come out on parole or probation. He's just released because he's done all of his time in prison. While he was in prison, he received other charges. We actually took him to grand jury in Lake County because since it occurred at the prison, then it was in our jurisdiction. He had some drug charges that we indicted him for, and then shortly after that, he actually was charged and indicted in Lake County attempted murder, first-degree murder, which took place inside the prison. Because he completed his sentence, then that was just like any other sentence that a person on the street would have committed. So what happened is once he was released from the Department of Corrections, the Lake County Sheriff's Department picked him up, just as they would anyone else, brought him to the Lake County Jail, and he made bond. So he has been out on bond on those charges when we think that this was allegedly committed.
Which of these pictures is the most accurate of him currently?
My understanding is the one with facial hair. Yes. But I understand it.
And for immediate family members of these victims, are there sort of protective orders that have been given to them since Drummond has not yet been caught?
Well, they're always going to be advised, just as we've advised the public, to be careful, be vigilant, always be watching their surroundings. But as far as any orders, it would be from a court or anything like that. There's no orders like that.
Two more questions, real quick.
Was this drug related at all?
That's part of the investigation. That's something Director Roush could answer, but I don't think he's going to be able to give you any information because it's a part of the ongoing investigation.
Anything else? Do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, we're good. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance with getting this information out. And we will certainly, as information comes in for us to be able to make further comments, we'll reach out and make sure you're all made aware as we move forward. Thank you all.
Excuse me.